And before I sit, I would like to a special recognition for our brother Walter Nyambane, who is with us here, and of course the teams that have come from across the US and Africa to come and support us. Our brother Mutembei from New Jersey, you are next, will be coming to New Jersey and the various other states. Asanteni sana, welcome Your Excellency.
Good evening. Tafadhali tuketi, asante sana. I was told long time ago that the microphone is the most important tool of a politician. So it doesn't work for you, it means your career has not begun. So I hope my career begins by this microphone working. Okay, fair enough, somehow. First of all, I want to... Okay, very good. Habari zenu. Good evening. How are you today?
Very happy.
I told you long time ago, but be very careful what you say and how you behave when you are excited. As many of you know, and this is something I've been criticized about a lot, I don't smile a lot. Because the world is about serious business, I'm a very serious person. But today I'm very excited, so I'm going to use the words and advice I got that time. Be careful what I say and how I behave when I'm excited. First of all, let me begin here. I want to very sincerely thank the Lord for the opportunity He has given us for this day. Quite frankly, many of you in this room know we've had a lot of back and forth on whether or not we are going to meet here. When we finally agreed to meet, I was told we have a big meeting tomorrow. So, as you know, since I am not given to making many speeches, I am more on the side of doing than on the side of talking. Then, I asked my brothers and friends, so what do you want me to do on Saturday evening? They said, no, Saturday evening we're just going to have dinner, welcome you to Minnesota. Get to meet us in our usual home nature, and then from there we'll meet for a meeting the following day. So, because you said I was coming home and we were going to eat, I didn't see the need of putting on a tie, because when I eat I almost arrived in slippers, because I was saying we're just going to eat, and I don't have to dress in a manner that is very, very good. So let me just arrive in my usual self. But anyway, here I am. I want to thank all of you, the organizers of this meeting, my brother Makori and your team, our national team that is here, that is coordinating us in the diaspora, my brother Maura and your wonderful wife, Dr. Weche, brother Pande, and all of you wonderful people in the national team. I was trying to count the number of professors in this room. Then I didn't lost count. I never sat, after when I taught at the University of Nairobi, I never sat in one audience with the number of professors such as are in this room tonight. All wonderful people, all of you were educated. You know, Dr. Lina, I wish your speech was the last one. Dr. Karanja, thank you so much indeed for the effort that you have made to be here. Your worship, the mayor, Asha, thank you for the memories of Moi Nairobi girls and so on and so forth and things we talk about. In this audience, there are many people that I share the story of my life with. My Sabbath school teacher was here, so don't ask me about religion anytime because you know that I actually then started going to church when I was in crowd or all, because you have seen my Sabbath school teacher here. My private school classmates, Professor Otiso and the rest are here. So I'm one of those people who don't think I go to order to prove that I went to school. When we started messing up with the education system in our country, today you see people going to court for a judge to confirm that they went to school. You know we have a problem because how can we have been in a school where there's no good lecturers and classmates, you don't have a teacher, you don't have any people, you have to wait for the judges to tell us that you actually went to school, and so on. And you don't need a judge to tell us that you went to school because you must have a classmate like I do here, and so on. So, wonderful people, many of you, some of you I grew up with in the village. We have been together since the days we were learning how to wear shoes properly and how to wear our shorts properly and so on. I've known some of you, we have known each other for a very long time. So I thank you, my sister, Representative Mulder. Thank you so much for your friendship, and thank you, wonderful people, for your love and the commitment and everything I've seen here tonight. I saw Professor Jalango. Oh yeah, there he is. Thank you so much for your advice, and all of you wonderful people. Pastor, thank you so much. I needed to say something earlier, but then I discovered you were in the room, so I need to be also careful about the things I say here. Because I was going to say that I've met a lot of people here, including my boyfriends and Hollywood and girlfriends, then I feared the girlfriend be. But Pastor, it means girls who are my friends. English has a problem, because he was thinking Swahili would say wapenzi, while I was trying about to come and think like now English doesn't have that. So Pastor, you don't have a problem, and you know by the way, because I'm going back home after this trip, I don't want to go back to the doghouse, because there is someone who might not be in the doghouse that will clarify that bit about girlfriends. But anyway, Pastor, you will not think the church board, there are girls who are my friends, and so on. So, thank you so much, wonderful people. So, because we are meeting tonight, just to have a meal and get to say hi to each other, I will not be long, and I will not speak much, because I know we have tomorrow. But allow me to start here. And Steve, this will be partly answering your questions. I have been debating a lot recently, and then you people will need to understand this. I know you will, but if I speak to you very politely and slowly about this, I know you will begin to understand this. Many of you, especially those that have said grew up with me in my village, know that we grew up from humble beginnings. We were raised by parents who were poor materially, but they were very rich in faith, in love, and their determination and focus on what is right in society. And for the entire time that I have served the public service for 10 years as a minister, for which I thank the Lord. I didn't have anything special. I didn't have to be the one appointed. It's just by the grace of God that I got the opportunity. Every single day, for which I thank God and for which I'm happy, was an experience of humility and very humbling. And every time, and then recently when I started doing this, I've been telling my friends, I don't know whether people know how emotional and how humbling public service can be. Let me give you 2 examples. I acted briefly at the Ministry of Lands, and the minister stepped aside. And every day, I would come into the office and you see, how people are suffering and so on. You see crowds of people in areas on the ground floor. So I decided that I would tell my peers and the other people to create a small office for me, so that on Wednesday, on the ground floor, instead of asking one and other people to come up, to create a small office for me on the ground floor where I could meet those people who had urgent problems that they thought the minister would solve. I didn't use the office for long, for this simple reason. I discovered that it was going to become a health issue to me, because it was going to be, you can emotionally, sometimes you hear things, you go home, you can't even sleep. Because you see, when a widow walks to you and tells you that she has lost her land to people because of fraud involving even public officials, and this poor widow cries before you, and she even tells you that, by the way, even the remains of my husband are on that piece of land, and now they have taken it away and so on. So you're solving those kinds of problems, and every time I came across that, I would get into that situation all the time. Even if you have a heart of stone, those things break you. One time we used to have a problem at one of our landed streets in the Rift Valley. So I decided, as I used to, because I believe that work must be done. Like I used to tell people, education is not delivered at Jogo House. Jogo House, we only have files and papers. Education happens in the schools where our children and our teachers are. So a good part of my week will be spent in schools. And I would wake up without preamble or introduction and turn up at a school. And that's how I discovered the challenges and tried to solve the challenges with the teachers, the parents, and the students. Finally, one morning, 2 journalists from the local vernacular station, SIFM, after a public meeting, accosted me, ran to me, and said, they are trying to get my attention. They shouted in my mother tongue, because they knew that I would have to listen. They said, you have to help this woman. Ask them, what woman? He said, this widow. He said, what is it? They gave me some paperwork and so on. One of those journalists is in this room, James Mishan. For you guys, and then this story I'm going to tell you will tell you the trip or the journey that we are beginning. It will tell you the character of what we are trying to do. Finally, this was the story of a woman who had lived 6 years with the husband's body in the mortuary and her grandson's body in the mortuary for 2 years. Somewhere in Kiamuka. The problem had gone unresolved. Mother had gone to court so many times. And I was shocked, first of all, when I heard about it. So I promised them, as usual, I will get into it. I got into it, I called everybody responsible, including the Minister for Land at that time. We had conversations, we called in public officials. We discovered, to our horror, what it was, that actually there was no reason why this woman's husband's body was in the morgue for 6 years. It was an attempt by some public officials and some well-heeled people to defraud her, to steal part of her land. For 6 years, and the cultures we have in Africa, she couldn't even go to a funeral in the next village because she is a widow whose husband has not been buried. And 4 years after the husband had died, and the body the husband was still in the morgue, her grandson died, who also could not be buried. So for 6 years, she had lived that kind of life. Husband's body in the morgue, grandson's body in the morgue. She could not bury them. And when we finally summoned all public officers to the room, I called everybody to my boardroom at the Ministry of Interior. Then I asked some 2 lawyer friends related to the matter, read the file, went to court. The lawyers, first of all, were shocked that a magistrate actually gave an order to stop the violence in the first place, because there was no convincing basis that upon which this order was given. Then the rest now is history, because we discovered it's a progressive and accumulative story of manipulating and navigating the public sector in favor of the cooks against this poor widow. So I went into this matter with my characteristic energy and insisted that we bury the dead husband, we bury the grandchild, and I mobilized members of the public and professionals from my district to build a brick house for this woman and a brick house for her son. To make sure that people don't repeat this kind of nonsense again, I flew there even with the Minister for Lands to that home to show the village that this is not the way people are supposed to live. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you because still public service for me is actually an endless journey of eternal humility. It's service to the people. I honestly believe in it, and I believe it from the bottom of my heart. There isn't a single day I was in public life that I didn't wake up thinking about the impact or the effect of what we are doing on the people that we are leading. So, fast forward to this moment now, and I'll speak some more about this tomorrow when we meet. My brothers and sisters, I thank all of you because I can see you here are gathered as Kenyans. And by the way, as Honorable Anthony Kibagain said, I come here with greetings from the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, the Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, the Honorable Martha Karua, my brother Eugene Omalo. We talk all the time, and we are always, conversing and consulting what challenges such as you guys know. Why is it different now than it has been before? It's different now because our country is facing very unique challenges. Therefore, I have resolved myself, and I think this is the first invitation I'll make of you, that if we are going to make a difference, first in our individual lives, in our communities' lives, and in the lives of the nation, we must first of all be truthful people. Let's be honest. And face the challenges we are dealing with honesty and sincerity. In 2022, I was invited by Archbishop Sabit to attend a meeting of the Anglican clergy in Nairobi. We were preparing for elections. And I went there and there was a gathering like this, all wonderful people from the Anglican church, clergy. And I actually promised him that time that because he was going to ask us questions about how we were preparing for elections, yes, by Executive Order No. 1 of 2019, President Kenyatta had appointed me to coordinate government affairs. I will have at that meeting with the Inspector General of Police, with the Attorney General, with my colleague who was in charge of ICT, the Honorable Joseph Michel. We spent the afternoon with the clergy at that time. Then they fielded question after question, including about, we are being promised these things, Mama Bola will get X billions, Boda will give you, I don't know how many hundred billions, and I don't know who everybody. Then the client asked me, I mean, how come you people are not spending money like that? The process. I told him, look, there's one thing I will not do. And by the way, I want to tell you this tonight, because when we are seated in meetings like this, we should never forget that we're in the presence of God. If to get along and to go forward, I'm going to be forced to lie, to start creating things here. Look, I want to be very honest with you. I would rather not get that job. I'm not interested in lying to people, having corners and abusing people's trust, as it were. I told the clergy who are listening to me that time, those are the videos we have been seeing doing rounds around. Told them you are being cheated. This is a lie. And after the COVID pandemic, now we have a pandemic of lies because of the elections. An outbreak of lies. You know, people are just moving around the country lying, telling you things they think you need to hear. Now we are about to start that pandemic of lies season 2 in Kenya. You see people flying around the country, talking about empowerment, you know, planes flying here, flying there. Every Friday they are busy. 8 choppers there, 9 choppers there, flying around. My brothers and sisters, don't you ever be bamboozled and lied to by those types of things you're seeing. Our country has got serious challenges, and those challenges, a good number of those challenges are man-made because of bad management and bad decisions we have made in the leadership of the country. And now, drama is being occasioned in the country to hoodwink people, you know, because I honestly believe that if you do your work, you don't need drama. Because the results of your work will be seen. For me, if I go home tonight and sleep, when I hear Asha saying what she said about the exam in 2017, that's enough for me. But I start in the exam, that the program was managed responsibly, that the right thing was done. I don't have to occasion drama, you know, around here, jump up and down, go look for witch doctors and I don't know who come and say things. You know, the kind of things that we are seeing. Now, I would like you to listen to me, my brothers and sisters. 62 years after independence, we must now have a candid conversation with ourselves about the future of our country. And don't make this drama. Let us make the right decisions for the sake of our country, because God will hold us responsible. Our children and our children's children will hold us responsible. What did we do at a time when we saw clearly things were going wrong? What did we do? Did we also disappear in that drama? Got excited about that kind of drama, being told things, you know. I said when I was in DMV the other day that all of you people who are here, who are looking at me, nothing speaks much more eloquently about Kenya and the capacity we have as a country than all of you looking at me tonight. I look at you, you went to school in Kenya, you were educated, then you dared to go abroad.
I know.
You came here, worked hard, and as I said, I lost count of the number of professors in this room. So how is it then that with that level of exposure and with that level of awareness, we are seeing the things we are seeing in our country, where now we are debating about reducing money for schools? Who does that when you want to develop your country and education is our gold mine? Because skills development is what we need. By the time we were leaving office in 2022, we had gotten capitation to 22,600. Now it's being reduced to 16,000, and it's not even going to schools. I was reading the General's report last night, and these are things which you, as I told you, public service has got its own challenges. I can confess to you, if you are a conscientious leader, someone who thinks about the lives of the people you lead, someone who genuinely thinks about the welfare of the people you interact with, I'll be very frank with you. There's some things you come across and you don't know how to deal with them. You feel so pained. How can we import rice, 500,000 metric tons, and where rice farmers? I mean, how? You have closed cheaper factories. I'm sure if our national leaders went to that side of the country, they will be singing another song and lying and paying people and trying to bamboozle them with helicopters and so on. Those poor cane farmers are still there. We're importing duty-free sugar. Some of it declared unfit for human consumption. So, what is wrong with us? The challenge I have for you tonight, my brothers and sisters, as we go forward. Many of you in this room are believers. Our country has been given to us as stewards. We will account to the Lord what we did with the country He gave us. When we had an opportunity to listen to these stories, as I said, too much drama. That's why, personally, I have to confess to you, I am on the side of doing. I would rather people worry about the impact of my work than worry about the speeches I make and the drama and occasion when I arrive in a town. How I talk, life comes to a standstill, and so on, and people must now, bow to me and so on, and beg me and tell me things that are silly. I don't like hearing those things like, oh, you are great seer. There's nobody who's a seer. We are here to solve problems. And that's why I said, and this will remain my mantra, I'm coming to you and I'll speak even in greater granular detail tomorrow to ask you that by the grace of God, when we get to that point, I will ask for your vote, but also hold me to account. And when you have given me your vote, msiniletee nyimbo kuniimbia msiniletee wimbo, kuja muniulize maswali. I want to work. Mimi ni kazi ninauliza. I need to muniulize maswali. So that then we go forward. So, my dear friends, I won't tire you because we have a date tomorrow and our time is quite spent. As you leave this room and go home, that will mean tomorrow, and as you meet fellow Kenyans, those you talk to here and those you speak to at home, think about this. The people who have developed their countries, all these things we admire, my dear sister Lina, the systems work here, I agree with you. These people are not from us. They are human beings that just agreed to get stuff done, to get your work done. So, they're not from us. Just they know 2 and 2 is 4. That's all. They will not import rice when the rice farmers are rising their stores. They know our low level of political accountability is worrying. And look, as one politician in this country said, don't agonize, organize.
That's right.
So, let's not agonize. Let's not spend all our time describing our problems. Let's spend a lot of it looking for solutions and organizing ourselves on how we are going to move forward. I never end any remarks these days without saying this. Like you, I have incredible faith in my country. There is nothing wrong with Kenya. Our country is great and God has blessed us with a wonderful country. As I have proved before in public service, even here from this podium, I can give you names of over 50 public servants I worked with before. Because when I arrived in any department, I asked people, first of all I asked my boss, the president, because you are the one who has asked for votes from Kenyans, so the covenant is between you and Kenyans. I am your program officer. What do you want me to do when I get there? He tells me, like in the case of the Minister of Education, this thing about examination cheating is going to destroy us as a country. We have a problem with learning content, figure out how we can resolve the problem, and so on. So I tell him, boss, mimi ni mtu wa kazi, tomorrow tumeanza. And every time we go there, you meet wonderful people. That's when I worked very closely with the late, my brother, Professor Makwiny, and all these people. When you sit down, you're brilliant. I mean, we are spoiled for choice. It's shocking that we are performing the way we are in some cases. Smart people who have got solutions. I call in the leaders of the secondary school center association. I shake hands with them. We sit down, we work on solutions. And people have suggestions. All they need is trust. That they trust you as a leader, that what you are telling them is going to work. That you don't tell them today, do it tomorrow, or alternatively, you tell them we are running a free system that is working, but you are the one receiving bribes at night. It doesn't work that way. Because you have to walk the talk, live your word, and nothing beats exemplary leadership. Because people will believe your actions more than they will believe your words. Does it work? So, my dear friends, I believe we have a great country. And I can tell you this without fear of contradiction or any doubt or hesitation. We will build our country. We need to pull ourselves together. We will resolve the challenges we have. We will fix them. And we will move forward. We are a resilient country. Our people are great. I can give you numerous examples. I was the Minister for Security during COVID. And during COVID-19, it's incredible what I saw, the spirit of the Kenyan people. The Kenya Association of Manufacturers, there's a woman called Phyllis Wakiaga, if you know her, fantastic lady, CEO. Kenyan business people donated a water tank for every police station. Wow. Without anybody paying them. And they told me, Minister, we will take the water tanks. And so that our police officers can wash their hands. I went to a roadblock at night in the moon, somewhere there at 1 a.m. to figure out, because that's one of our major routes of movement, so that we are dealing with the spread of infection. And I discovered that a businessman had agreed to supply our police officers on that roadblock with bread. But every morning dutifully, that businessman was sending his van with bread to those police officers. And the women around that in Mure area had come together and agreed to make tea for those police officers. In Katani, somewhere in Eastern Province, I went to a roadblock. I spent a Sunday afternoon with some women who really touched my heart. These women had come together and they had decided they would cook for the police officers on that roadblock. And they were beautifully putting Munga together, cooking for them. One of them, the leader, is a lawyer. That is the spirit of Kenya. That's the Kenya I know. That's why wonderful people, as you go away from here tonight, please, if you forget everything I've said, don't forget this. We are better than what I'm saying. We have better people than the management I'm seeing of our country. Where thugs carrying weapons are moving side by side with uniformed police officers. We are better people than that. We are a better country. In fact, for us, 62 years after independence, we are a better and decent country. Those are things that are not descriptive of Kenya. Kenya is better than that. And make no mistake, that is not our destiny. That very rolling behavior, that very crazy conduct doesn't speak about Kenya. It's just a group of individuals who believe that they will hold on to power through code mechanisms like those. But we are majority and we are better people. We will say no and we will move forward and build a strong country. We are better off together. So let's pull together and work as Kenyans. We enjoy being together one with another. I mean, I love all these guys who are seated here for the several hours I've spent here with Dr. Karanja, for example. I've learned a lot. We have even skimmed a number of things. I have learned a lot from Maura since we started working together and his wife, Dr. Weche, about how we need to now reorganize ourselves, our ideas and messaging and working together. There are so many people in this country. I was the other day talking with Professor Ogola and so on, who have got brilliant ideas on what we can do about our country. A while ago, last week, I was having breakfast with some friends of mine, like Ahmed Ali and so on, seeing these guys and saying, scheming how we can campaign for one of us Kenyans to get a senior job somewhere in some international organization here. You see, that is who we are. That is who we are as a people. You know, we look out for each other, we are together, and we should never, ever, ever accept to be divided, because bad leaders thrive when people are divided. So that they tell you, you know, this is New Kikuyu, that primitive life of saying, oh, sasa hawa ndio kabila hii nataka kusumbua serikali. Hakuna mtu anataka kusumbua serikali. Shida yenu and your weaknesses and your incompetence ndio inasumbua serikali. And that one has not tried. Because incompetence is incompetent. Incompetence has no tribe. You can't say what's the tribal background of incompetence? It's incompetent. What's the tribal background of criminal conduct? That is it. There's no tribal background. You can't say what's on the joint Yaha, Somali, on the there is no group who do things that way 62 years after independence. We are one country and we're going to be one country. And my brothers and sisters, let me tell you this. We must say no to those types of things and move forward by faith, armed with the commitment that we must have to our beloved country. And know this always, that as long as we are standing on the truth, and as long as we are moving in the direction of putting our people together and minding the welfare of our country, we will be traveling the direction of God. And that way, we will succeed. So, we will meet tomorrow. And when we meet, we will discuss some more. Keep encouraging you, my brothers and sisters, also if you are in the diaspora. If this was a sermon tonight, I would entitle it Beyond Remittance. Let's stop talking about remittance. You remit, you have bring money. We can't love your money and hate your ideas. So, I am one of those advocates, and I have discussed this with my colleagues, Regate Gachagua, and Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, and Mother Kalu, and the others. If the petition, because last time when we were in KMV, we agreed with Akina Maura and the others, that our petition is going to come from the diaspora to the IBC to increase the polling stations in the US from 3 to 15. So that you vote, you cannot remit money and then you don't have a vote. Yeah, so mpige kura. And then you know the acid test is also coming. Personally, I have said openly, now I don't think it's something I need to hide. But the party I'm going to run on, when we settle down with my colleagues and I agree, I'm going to make it a condition that of the names we will present for nomination on the nomination list, there must be people from the diaspora. You can go to where these decisions are made. Because you see, mtu hawezi kukuambia leta tu pesa mimi nachukua vile hapo unaona baadaye hapana. want you to be there where and by the way, don't focus only on the National Assembly and the Senate. I believe you can occupy, for example, in the city county of Nairobi, we should have nominated MC who was roots in the all these houses that you are buying them where? They're not in air, you're buying them in Nairobi. And all these, these houses you people are putting money, you're buying them in Nairobi. So somebody should sit there when the decisions are being made to know how that is happening. And the various councils across the country, because when I was in government, the cooperative bank branch in Kisii was one of the highest recipients of remittances. From here. So you should actually have a nominee in that county assembly to see how you are doing that. So don't just send the money. Now also send your voice and your vote and participate. And thirdly, your people have got good linkages with leaders in this country. Representative is here, and some of you can talk to the governors in this country and the senators. My dream is, the way I've seen other countries are ratcheting up their costs, you too should ask questions of the representative institutions of this country. Because diplomatic relations are between people and people. The leaders only chaperone those diplomatic relations. So, if the US government has a security compact with the Kenyan government, it is pure and legitimate for you in the diaspora to ask the Senate Foreign Relations Committee here whether the resources and the support that is coming through that relationship is being used to kill Kenyan citizens. So that these issues are addressed and they are understood, so that we don't always be unajua kuwa wangwana bila kuuliza swali haiwezi kutusaidia sisi kama anaonekana. Wakati huu ungwana ni kuuliza swali. Ask a relevant question. Hiyo ndio kuwa muungwana. Muungwana si kukaa hapa tu na kuendelea hapana. Kuendelea sasa lazima kuuliza swali. Sasa mimi nawaomba tafadhali. Think about these things as you organize yourselves. Participate in the affairs of your country now beyond remittances. And ask the questions that you have. And then by the time a guy hits Machakos and gets here, to even know where the Senate Foreign Relations Committee sits. I mean, you guys know already. You can just put together a petition, go to the senator, and let this matter go there, ask the questions, what is going on in my country? You have a relationship. Where is this resources going? You are giving. You know what is happening with them. That is how you help your brothers and sisters back home as we go forward. So my feeling is that now we focus on the future and we remain focused on improving our lives. So my brothers and sisters, do not lose hope. Some of those challenges that are happening are momentary. They are for now. We will overcome them. And if we pull together and work together, as we are saying, we will obviously improve the lives of our children. We will fix the challenges we are seeing in the education system right now. We will fix the challenges we are seeing in the administration of the country and clean up the country and have a better country as we move forward. I believe we are better people than this, and our better days are ahead. I ask for your prayers, for your support. We'll have some more conversations tomorrow. And as you go forward, please pass messages to the others who are not here, that we are one people. We are not a gathering of tribes in Kenya. We are a nation and we are building a country. We should therefore see each other or see ourselves in each other. The challenges that people face in Kericho are the same challenges people face in Nyamira, in Nye, in Nakuru, in everywhere in the country. So we cannot be foolish enough to listen to these stories of dividing us as a people.
let's keep together and let us focus on the goal of fixing the challenges of our country so that we can be a better, prosperous, modern nation that God has destined us to be as it were. So, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much, everyone, all of you, national coordinators, the leaders of Minnesota, all of you wonderful people who have made the sacrifices to be here. I appreciate your contribution beyond my words can express. I sincerely thank you. I know that you did